Beautiful job, B. Beautiful job. Beautiful fish, huh?
Beautiful.
All right, let's let this baby go.
Yeah.
Early on, Jose's shows were all kind of Florida-based, and it was Key West, and it grew to the Bahamas, and he's doing trips to the Bahamas and did a lot in Crooked Island. But then he started to expand.
You know what a real good one is? It's the one that's on the end of this pole. Good job, mate.
Good fish.
Good job, bro.
Well done.
All right. Bellissima. Man, that's pretty. That is so pretty. Oh my God, look at that fish.
That's what really makes a diversified angler is, you know, when you get stuck in a rut and you're in the same place doing the same thing all the time, you're not growing. But by traveling and all these experiences that he was able to have, these global experiences.
He needed to go wander. He needed to go see the world and fish the world and share that passion and that experience in the same way he did the Keys for all those years.
You know, you really need that international flavor. I mean, the Florida Keys are great, but a lot of the things that Jose did in Costa Rica, I mean, they were just terrific.
Wow. Golly. Look at this thing. That has got to be the coolest creature I've ever caught in my life.
Jose was an adventurer. He wanted to go see places and do things and explore places that people had never been or maybe never done the way he did. That was one, but two, he also wanted to go interact with the people in all these places because everywhere he went, everyone invited Jose to come fishing with him.
Look at that, huh? Nice, huh?
Yeah.
Let me grab him, Eddie. I love grabbing fishies. Look at the size of this thing.
Wow, black grouper.
Big black grouper.
The brand of Spanish fly and Jose Wehebe went from Key West, Florida, and it grew and it grew and it grew until now it was global. So many anglers around the world know who Jose Wehebe is.
There was just something magic about walking down the beach to the next estuary. There really was. There's not any one thing you can put your finger on. Just that one little mile stretch will sit in my mind forever.
The Cabo one was fun. I had fished Cabo for a number of years, and Jose had never been to Cabo, and he'd always heard about Cabo, and he wanted to do Cabo, and it was going to be a really diverse trip because we could do the offshore stuff, and then we could explore the inshore in Mag Bay and everything. So he was really, really interested in it, and we fished inshore and met a lot of the locals there, the lobster people and everything. And Jose caught a striped marlin on the fly. He helped me catch my first striped marlin on a fly.
Yeah, sailfish, he's following it.
Right rigger?
Right rigger,
Right rigger.
charging down the thing on it. He's still on it. He's still on it.
There he is. Turn around.
Oh, he turned around on it, he sees it.
Come on, eat it.
He's on
no,
it.
He doesn't. He doesn't have it yet.
Doesn't have it. He's
Look
still
at it.
on
He
it.
goes.
Got it that time.
Oh, missed it again.
He's still on it.
Come on, eat it.
He's on that.
There he goes.
Oh, he
There he
ate
goes
it.
on it. He's on it.
All right, Fifey. Way to do
Yeah, way to go,
it.
Dave.
Way to do it. Way to go, Fife.
All right.
Good job.
Looked at your fly a bunch of times.
It was, yeah, he's really teasing that fly for a while.
Yeah.
I wanted it for a sec, but I think he got wise to it.
He got wise. There he is.
There he goes.
There he goes.
All right. Good job,
So
Bubba.
we'll add our little variety of marlin. Now we need to see that. Yeah.
It was a great experience. So, and Jose loved it. He got to see Cabo and Mag Bay like a lot of people don't ever get to see it.
Yeah. Way to go, Fifey. Thank you.
All right.
That was fun. Let's go get another one.
Helping to sustain the Spanish fly through the years, our sponsoring partners, the Florida Keys and Key West, Under Armour, and Mercury Marine.
This Florida Keys moment is presented by the Florida Keys and Key West.
thing about being out in those places is that it's really truly a very special area in the Gulf of Mexico, which is a huge body of water, but it's really a very special area. And if you spend enough time in that area, you see some amazing things. You know, I've seen whale sharks out in the areas, sailfish, you know, in the Gulf, in places where they shouldn't be. And if you spend enough time in that area, every now and then you get treated to a little bonus that you never have seen before. Look at the bait! Look at the bait going up on the top of it.
Jeez.
Look at they're trying to get on the back.
bait's trying to climb the turtle, man.
And look at the tunas around it. Oh, is that crazy? Oh my God, that's so sick. Look at this. Up pops this turtle, and there's this huge ball of bait around it, and all around that ball of bait are these tunas that are driving the bait fish actually up on the back of the turtle to get away from it. How many times have you ever seen that? You know, so it doesn't matter how many times you've ever been out there. Nature will always surprise you if you spend enough time out there. Get that plug rod. Get the plug rod. Here, go, go, go. That's so crazy. Oh, bonita. Oh no. Everybody started throwing rods in and hooking fish, and as we kept drifting and feeding, the scene kept getting crazier and crazier.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is a frenzy.
Oh my God, that's so crazy. Look at them all.
Look at the bait on the ice. They're eating the bait off the turtle hose.
Yes, sir, there's a lot of tuna over here following by.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah, big bruiser tuna, Josh.
Bro, check out the size of this tuna.
Yeah! Yes, sir. Look at that.
When the Spanish fly started, the whole concept was for us to see how a customer gets to experience the fishing around Key West. In hose, you're going to be the kind of the leader of that. That was the concept of the show. I think we did like 3 shows like that, and Hose didn't want to do that anymore. He wanted to fish other places. Well, you can't fish other places. That ruins the whole concept. Well, let's don't do that concept anymore.
A show that comes to mind was one he did in Costa Rica on sailfish. And he got in the water with a school of big Pacific sailfish balling the bait, balling sardines into a ball. And he's in the water with all this, filming it himself.
A lot of times, you know, fish react funny. Sailfish especially aren't generally boat shy, but you know what? They don't really have a tendency to, you know, they'll troll up behind the boat, they'll come up to you, they'll hang for just a little tiny bit of time, and then they're gone. Okay, that's your basic sailfish scene. They just wouldn't seem to go down, you know, because there was so much bait up on the surface and stuff. They were just staying up the whole time, and it's pretty unusual to have that volume of fish doing it for that length of time. I mean, I've never seen a day like that myself, you know, where you have the volume of bait on the surface that we had and the volume of sailfish that we had, and they just stayed doing this all day long.
Oh! That's it.
Thank God this is just a little one. I'm so happy. Hello, little fishy. Or big fishy.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh my God.
That's a good one. That's a big one.
Good job, Enrique. Oh, man. Lift him up with me. All right.
Look at that, baby.
He's spinning for you.
10 years after seeing sailfish creating bait balls in Costa Rica, Jose witnessed it again. This time after traveling 400 miles over treacherous open water to the island of Isla Mujeres in Mexico. He was determined to again share this rare and captivating experience with the audience. Jose jumped in the water and filmed the amazing event in full high definition.
It has its bill because it uses its bill to slash or injure bait fish, and it has the sail because it uses that to corral bait fish. Sailfish hunt in packs, and what they'll do is corral or herd a school of bait, which is known as balling the bait. And a pack of sailfish will come and they'll get a school of bait and they'll flare their fins, and that fin acts almost like a wall. It makes the sailfish bigger than it actually is. And they'll actually corral it and move it any way they want, you know, and they bring it slowly to the surface. Once they get it to the surface, the bait fish really are almost trapped between the surface and the sailfish. And that's when they'll actually go in there and use their bill. When they get them trapped and compacted into a tight little ball, you know, you'll see one of the fish come through there and slash, 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 slash with its bill. And what it's doing is actually hitting and injuring the bait fish in that compacted school. It's really mesmerizing to watch this whole thing in action because you see how perfectly suited they are for doing what they do. Their bills are made for slashing, their sails are made for corralling, and they hunt in packs. It's truly, I think, one of the most incredible sights that you can ever see is a school of baitfish ball in the bait.
The Road Less Traveled is brought to you by Costa del Mar. See what's out there.
When the tide gets high there, it's a 10-foot tide, so when the tide goes high, there's no more flats left. There's only islands. So what you do on that high tide is you go right up to an island and you actually get up on land and you wade around looking for the fish. Up until that point, we'd been on the flats wading, we'd been in a boat, but we really haven't set foot on any one of these islands and looked around. And I just think there's such a sense, almost a Robinson Crusoe type sense, when you actually put feet on an island that very few people have ever touched. And to see, you know, the amount of life there, the boobies, the eggs, and look in the water, and all the turtles are there. The fish really becomes a secondary item to all that stuff that you're seeing in front of you. We're trying to fish for those smaller bluefins and stuff, and of course, wouldn't you know it, here comes a GT. God, Tom.
He's heading for Madagascar, Huz. We're gonna get this guy out.
Keep your fingers crossed.
I've got everything crossed.
Come on, baby, away from the rocks. Good.
Nice, nice, well done. Yes!
You know what, you may not be huge, but you're really big to me right now.
Well done, my man.
Thank
you
you,
fought
brother.
that like an absolute pro. Well done.
Jose Wehebe took the Spanish fly and his audience around the planet and introduced them to countless new species of fish. One of the unforgettable encounters happened in the Brazilian rainforests of the Amazon.
Hello. So there we are, we're sitting down, you know, we got the catfish rod, we got their baits down on the bottom. The beauty of red-tailed catfish is that they're beautiful to look at, and you have an added little surprise when they come to the surface. Come to Papa. Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry, bro, that's just wrong.
You cannot spit out his son or something like that.
Okay, okay, bro, it'll be over soon. Okay. Oh, God, that was, I don't think I've ever laughed harder on a fish in my life than on this thing.
One of Jose's passions was experiencing all these different species of fish and sharing them with the audience. 5 years later, he returned to Brazil to discover even more.
I think you got him.
What the heck is that?
Oh, it's an eel.
It's an eel.
Eel.
You gotta be kidding me. You know that you're in a really different sort of place when pretty much everything that swims in this river can either kill you, shock you, sting you, infect you, or hurt you in some way. For me, it was like, you pull something, you throw a lure into the bush, and you don't know what you're gonna come out with. It's a red tail. It's a huge red tail. There's a leader. There's a leader.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey, look at him.
Oh, my
red tail. Big one.
Look at this huge fatso.
All right. Jose.
Oh my God. Look at this thing.
Look at this thing.
That's the biggest one I've ever seen. That is the biggest one. Now you gotta hold. Now you gotta hold it up. You gotta. Here. Oh. Excuse me. Bring the tail around so you can see it.
That is absolutely out of control.
Beautiful.
Wow,
fish.
dude.
Look,
You have got to be kidding me.
what you came here for, isn't it?
Woo. All right, I'm gonna put him down because this thing is heavy.
Okay.
Always an essential part of the Spanish Fly family, our sponsoring partners. Costa del Mar, Yeti Coolers, and Shimano.
Saltwater Tackle Box, the Mentor, is presented by Plano Tackle Systems, America's favorite tackle boxes.
There's many times in the course of a fishing day where the fish are basically biting the bottom out of the boat, and that's when we'll use the artificials, you know, the plugs, the jigs, and the flies. There's other times when the fish are hard to feed or not feeding well that you really need to resort to bait. That's when I go to my secret bait stash. The first one of my secret go-to baits is bread, and I'm not talking about a dough ball-sized brim-catching piece of bread. I've got a piece of bread, and I'll take the crust off the bottom end, and then I'll use a Mustad C68SS. It's got a bit of a long shank on it, and now you have a pretty nice target for the fish to come feed on. But when the fishing is tough, my go-to bait is always the peanut butter cracker. Now this is a rig that takes a little more time, but it's worth it because the fish bite it every time. See how it works? Basically what you'll do is you take a cracker and you'll slather it with some peanut butter, and then you use the Mustad C86 SSS hook. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bury this hook into the cracker, thereby making it a stealth rig, and the fish find it irresistible.
On the peanut butter cracker. Give me $5.
On a peanut butter cracker.
Never in my life.
He covered the world of sports fishing. He covered so much territory. He went to Australia.
That trip to Australia, I think, was just amazing. You know, seeing those fish, you know, eat, jumping in the water, that red sea bass going through the coral.
Yes. Get out of there, get out of there, big red bass. Big red bass, get on him, because he's gonna get me in the rocks. He's in the rocks. Get on him, hurry. Keep on him. Get out of there, baby.
Here, I'm gonna get in the water here.
I'm just going to hold this rod tip down here. Mask. I'm going to come down here. Get around the motor here. Here's this area. Going all the way up. No way. No way. He's got it out. He's got it out.
Really?
Oh yeah. Look at it.
Oh my God.
It's a coral trout. Oh, is it? Unbelievable. Look at the size of that bass. Dude. Unbelievable. I have never seen anything like that before in my life. That is unbelievable.
Never
Dude.
seen anything like that.
What a shot.
And you friend?
Good God, that was fun.
Is that fantastic? Is that a fantastic snapper? Amazing.
Look at this. Look at the fangs in those things, will you?
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny, Brian. I mean, I ducked my head down under the last ravine. I'm going, like, where's he going? I mean, I'm sure he's off. And I looked there, and all I could see was this. His face and his teeth, you know?
Just looking up at you.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
That's a nice one. Not too bad.
Bet you never had that happen to you before.
He's a bit shell-shocked. Never seen someone get undressed while they had a fishing rod in their hand.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, give me my mask, I'm going in.
Yeah.
Madness.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
you can do it. You can do it.
There he goes. There he goes.
Nice. You know, no wonder you got your own TV show, huh?
That's Jose. I mean, he just loved that experience, but he always wanted to catch different fish. And I think on that trip, he got to experience so many different types of species. And knowing Jose, I knew that that's what he loved the most. And I think that's what I loved the most about those shows was being able to watch my friend catch all these, you know, just insane looking, awesome fish.
Believe it or not, it has less to do with money and the ability to get to some of these places. Because I've seen guys literally with backpacks on their back in some of these locations, and they don't have a whole bunch of money, but they really wanted to go so slowly somehow, you know, whether it was on a photographic journey or whether they worked on some of these boats, you know, as part of the crew, just to be able to go to some of these exotic destinations and stuff. Somehow, if they want it bad enough, they end up getting to those places. But I really think that if you are passionate about what you do and you stay focused on what it is you want to do, and every step you take in your life is in that direction, sooner or later, you know, things will happen in that way. I really believe that you give power to what you think about. So if you think about those things, sooner or later they come to be.